Guess who's back in the house? Heels click clacking about. Found first feminine style to 11. It's about so heavenly and times across the board with no doubt. Oh wow, I actually know those lyrics. How about that? Good morning. Welcome Facebook. Welcome YouTube. Good morning. Good morning, Instagram. All right. Let's get TikTok in the house. Can I tell you what I did yesterday? Because if you had asked me 10 years ago what a successful day as an actor looks like, my answer would have been completely different. Good morning. This is the morning report from the Working Actor NYC. Ralph, good morning. GK Rensington, good morning. Welcome. Let me know where you are in on the interwebs and what you're working on in your acting career today. Let's talk about it. I think actors have a really distorted idea of what a good day looks like. So let me tell you what mine looked like yesterday. This is because, we all have this distorted idea of what being a working actor looks like. And eventually you just stop waiting for your career to happen and you start building a life around it. Yesterday I launched my Substack. I went to an advanced screening of a new A24 film. Today I've got discovery calls with two actors, two potential clients. I mean, yesterday was just one of those days where if you'd asked me what I'd accomplished, I wouldn't have had an obvious answer. I launched my Substack. I went to an advanced screening of an A24 film. Today I've got discovery calls with potential coaching clients. My workshop is open and I got an audition that I have to work on today. I mean, that's actually what being a working actor looks like. It's sort of like I'm building things, and some of it is acting, and some of it is related to acting. Some of it is building my business. Hey, friends, let me know where you are in the world and what you're working on in your acting career right now. So one of the things I did yesterday was I launched my Substack. The Working Actor NYC now has a Substack. I have always really long form writing is something that I've always been attracted to. It was one of those things that I discovered as a child that I had a vivid imagination, and so I enjoyed putting it down on paper, and I loved writing stories and creating stories. These are essays. These are most definitely essays, uh, which are about acting. Are they about acting, or are they more about an acting career and how to build one? A creative career, even. It doesn't, if your path may not necessarily be acting, and I still think that there are insights that I've learned that I want to share. Um, so I launched that yesterday. So please, if anybody knows about Substack, if please let me know. What's up, man? What's up? Ha ha ha. Welcome to the morning report from the Working Actor NYC. I'm just talking through how a career doesn't necessarily look like one thing as a working actor. It's about building all kinds of things. And some of that is clearly acting. Hello, what's today's topic? Today's topic is what it looks like to be a working actor in New York City. So not only great, why do auditions always come so quickly? I have a commercial audition, which of course has to be done within 48 hours, and I do ads. I certainly do ads. If they'll pay me, I'll do them. In fact, I have an audition for one today, and obviously confidentiality, can't tell you what the product is, but I will tell you that being of Australian descent with uh, British heritage has been a definite asset here in New York City because they are always looking for people with different accents to perform in, most particularly in commercials and industrials. So I do several of those. I'm curious, do you do video game acting and voice acting? I do both of those things. I certainly do both of those things. Well, that is not true. I audition a lot for video game, and I just haven't booked one yet. And I'm really dying to do one because I want to do because it's they do motion capture where they put dots all over you and they track you. But those auditions are always fun because they always want to see how you walk for some reason. Apparently, the way you walk is important. Tarat Akadaran wants to know what's industrials. Okay, so industrials are short films um, that are not intended to be released commercially. They are only for a company to use within the company. So, for example, I have done uh, an industrial for MasterCard in which I was a British executive who did something shady and somebody else had to call it out. So it was a kind of training video for the employees at MasterCard to be able to deal with workplace issues. The other industrials that I do are for I think I can talk about this. If I can't, oops, my bad. European WebMD. They're sort of instructional videos about how a British doctor might talk with an Austrian or German patient about a particular kind of care or a particular wasn't a particular medication. These weren't commercials for a medication. They were in instructional videos about how to what a conversation between a doctor and a patient might look like when discussing one particular kind of treatment for one particular kind of illness or ailment. Um, those are the industrials that I've done. What inspired you to do acting? I I decided to pursue acting as a career because I realized early on that it was something I was really good at. And the thing about being finding something that you're really good at, um, is that it makes you feel good, right? I was surrounded by people who were fantastic at sports. I was not good at sports, but I was good at performing and acting. And eventually I just became very single-minded about it because there was a lot of challenge involved, and I love a challenge. I think I'm a fairly competitive person. Well, competitive was the wrong thing because I wasn't in competition with anybody else because nobody else at my high school was interested in acting, certainly not in the way that I was. So it became competitive internally. It was like, how good at this can I get? So I just kept pursuing that and pursuing that and pursuing that until I became very single-minded about, oh, this is what I'm going to do for the rest of my life. And I'm grateful that I am a talented enough to book, but also that I am also determined as a business person. Benjamin House, the actor, is a small business, um, and there are strategies and skills that go along with that. And so the business of being an actor is something that I also enjoy and am good at and love helping other people with. And that's why I'm here. That's why we all here. Hannah says, I'm in the process of finding a better rep in New York City. Would love any recs for open submissions. I know that every agency has a different process for the submissions. What I encourage my coaching clients to do is to start building your spreadsheet, start building a list of of agents and managers that you are interested in. And if Hannah, are you looking for a particular kind? Oh, I see. Are you looking for agents and managers who represent you? There's a lot of messages coming in. Do you use YouTube, etc., to demonstrate your acting chops with skits you wrote to get the roles you want? I don't use YouTube for that. I already have professional tools like a reel or clips that I have up on my website, that I have posted on Actors Access, which is and Casting Networks, which are the two main websites in use here in New York City. So that's the correct place for me to put my acting skills. Um, hey, Kenzie, thanks for being here. I appreciate your support. Hi there, Ka'abas Young Lucky. Please follow me. I would be thrilled to have you join us all here at the Working Actor NYC. I don't have a boyfriend. Hey, Mister. So Hannah, yeah, I would just love to know more about where you are with your journey with finding representation in New York City. There, what I have found useful for my clients is that they go deep on the research. There's just no substitute for that. Research can look like you find actors that you admire who are doing the work that you want to be doing. You can find out their representation through IMDb Pro. You may be able to find their representation through their own social media feeds. You may be able to find, or the route is you find the social media feed of the agencies that you're interested in and see if they represent the represent actors who are doing the kind of work that you want to do. But eventually you have to start building a list of agencies, and you've populate that spreadsheet with all the information that you can find about their submission process and what's going to work for them, how they like to do things, so that you're following their rules, because agencies are always looking. Um, Obviously, there are agencies at the very top of the pyramid, like CAA or WME, who are not necessarily looking because everybody's looking at them. Yes, Hannah, please send me a DM. I would love to know more about your journey. And I know we'll figure out if I can help you in some way. I would love to hear more about what you're looking for and where you're at in your journey. Um, that would be fun. I would love to help you with that. No problem. Natalie, I will get to you. All right, where are we at? So yeah, I have two what I call discovery calls with potential coaching clients. That means that I have had two actors have filled out the application form for one-on-one coaching. You can find more information about my one-on-one coaching at my website, theworkingactornyc.com/coaching. And as part of that, you'll find the application form. And we really go through quite a lot in the application form so that I can get a very clear idea of what it is, where you are in your career right now, and what it is that you're trying to achieve. Once I have that information, then I like to do a 15-minute, 30-minute discovery call, where we jump on a Zoom together. And I have two of those today. And it's an opportunity for us to connect in a video environment, because that's how our coaching will be done, to make sure that we're both aligned about what coaching one-on-one might look like. I'll propose a structure for coaching, ways that I see that I can help you achieve what it is that you want to achieve, and how many sessions I think it's going to take to get you moving in the right direction. We talk about how much that costs and how much time it's going to take. And if we're aligned on those things, then we set up an actual the first coaching session, and we go from there. But that's what becoming a one-on-one coaching client looks like. So I don't. Do I also have a coaching today? No, I have to go to the dentist this morning. And then I have discovery calls in the afternoon, and then I have to get this audition done for the commercial. Um, so that's what the coaching process looks like. It's I The coaching is very one-on-one coaching is very personalized to you and your journey. So I make sure that I learn as much as I can about where you are and where you're trying to go, and whether or not actually the right person to help. Certainly, one of the calls today, I need more information to find out where this person is in their journey, because I don't want them spending money on my coaching when it won't actually be useful for them right now. I'm not interested in just taking people's money and not being helpful to them. It's very important to me that the one-on-one coaching that I provide actually really genuinely provides value to people. Um, if there's a cheaper option at the moment, which is the Wheelhouse Workshop, which is coming up on Saturday, July 25th, and I'm super excited about it. Hi, Jude Sada. Thank you for joining me. Yeah, the Wheelhouse Workshop is a group coaching session where there are very practical exercises about finding the intersection of the kind of work that you want to be doing and how the industry already sees you. Yeah, I'm not sure, Jude. Is it Sada or Said? Uh, I'm not sure. Let me know what country you're coming from, Jude. I'd be interested to know what Sada. Yeah, that's interesting to me. But yeah, the Wheelhouse Workshop is a group opportunity. Oh, cool, Lebanon. Welcome, Jude. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Um, the daily is the morning report from the Working Actor NYC. It's where we talk about what we're working on in acting careers. And I'm just mentioning that I have a workshop coming up, a group opportunity for people to find out how the industry sees them and putting language to that so that you can use in your marketing materials, in your agent conversations, in your headshot sessions, so that make sure that your marketing materials and marketing tools are aligned with how the industry sees you as a fast track uh, to getting cast. Um, Clarity about where you're useful to the industry is one of the easiest ways to get fast tracked into casting, and casting directors and agents love it when an actor knows what it is they're selling, who they are to the industry, how they can be useful to the industry. And that's what the Wheelhouse Workshop is designed to do. It's designed to help actors get clarity about who they are and how the industry sees them, and putting language to that so that you can get really clear in your marketing materials, and in presenting yourself to the industry in the most useful ways. That's what the Wheelhouse Workshop is for. You can find out more about that at the link tree in my bio. The link is there for that. There's also a link there to my Substack. My first essay is up on. Hey, Samucho, Joshua, thanks for joining me. Uncle Acting here. Yeah, my first Substack essay was released yesterday. The Working Actor NYC is just growing so beautifully and expansively. I'm so into it. But my first Substack essay yesterday was launched, and it is called "I Thought I Was Making Content. Turns out the content was making me." Thanks, Jude. I feel like kindness is key in this industry, so I try to embody that. Don't get me wrong, I have a sharp side too. I'm not afraid to clap back. But you do have to poke me in the wrong way. But yeah, my first essay is up on Substack. It's a good 5-minute read. Maybe that one's longer actually. I think that first one is a 9-minute read. So please grab a cup of coffee and head on over to Substack. You'll find the link at my link tree in my bio. So yeah, I just wanted to share that a working actor's career isn't built in the moments that everyone sees. It's built in dozens of ordinary decisions that nobody notices. Hey, thanks, Jude. Come on back, Lebanon, anytime. You're welcome. I'll be here at 8 a.m. every weekday morning. This is the daily, the morning. Oh, Luna anime is not my jam. I think the art of anime is beautiful, but it's not a genre that I've gotten into. So I don't have a top five. I'm afraid to say. But I did check out anime T-shirts at a store yesterday when I was going to a film screening. Yeah, went to an advanced screening of A24's new film, The Invite, starring Olivia Wilde, Seth Rogen, Penelope Cruz, and Edward Norton. A super interesting film with some great performances and a very tight concept. Um, a couple invite another couple over for dinner, and it leads to an invitation that they weren't expecting. It's a very tight, interesting film, and it feels like a play to me. So I'd be super interested to find out more about it because I know it's based on something else, but I can't tell if it's based on a film or if it's based on a theater piece. If anybody knows, let me know. I will be. Oh, so yeah, that's the kind of film that I go to, uh, particularly when the screenings are free. Thanks, A24. All right, my friends, I will be right back here at 8 a.m. tomorrow. I'm going to try and hit the gym before I have to run into the city and go to the dentist. Then I got to come back here. I've got some discovery calls with some new coaching clients, potential coaching clients, and I've got to record an audition. So I got to keep it moving. But wherever you are in your acting career, you got this. Keep going. I'll be right back here at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning for another daily. See you then. All right, my friends. Oh, wait, I missed all the comments over on YouTube. Sorry about that, YouTube. I was paying attention over on TikTok. Thanks for being here. I'll be right back here tomorrow at 8 a.m.